Thanks a lot, Dave. Detroit left in the dark. A power outage sweeping much of downtown, affecting city buildings, traffic lights, and a whole lot more.
Yeah, not a good day to go without air conditioning, right? We have a live Team 7 coverage beginning with 7 Action News reporter Jim Kirchner. Now, Jim, the big question, how did this happen?
A volatile mix, the hot weather, a heavy load on the grid with a bunch of air conditioning running here in downtown. Part of the grid is, get this, 100 years old. 2 main lines became overheated. That knocked out power to some buildings. They also took out some of the buildings as a precaution. That includes the city-county building where hundreds of people were evacuated on both sides, the courts and City Hall. Fire crews were brought in to help evacuate as many as 18 floors to make sure everyone who could get out did on their own. Elevators were out, lights were out. It heated up with no air conditioning. The building was finally closed down for the day at 3 o'clock, still with no juice. 3 people could not get out on their own, including a woman who was 8 months pregnant.
She was on the 4th floor, but we did not want to carry her down the stairs being 8 months pregnant. So we were trying to get that power first so we could get her out immediately. And we did. And then we had to switch power to the other side of the building to get the woman on the 12th floor, or the 18th floor.
11th floor in a courtroom, and they had this power shut off. I'm a trial tech, and we were playing a video deposition, and it just shut off. And so they told us to all evacuate and take the stairs down.
And take a live look. This is Jefferson and Woodward, one of the many blocks here in downtown where police are having to direct the traffic, especially with rush hour traffic with no traffic lights. I can see that remains the case. A couple of blocks up Woodward. When is the juice going to be on? We're told it could be sometime this evening or maybe as late as tomorrow morning. Jeff, Carolyn.
Okay, Jim, thank you very much. Well, this did have a ripple effect to other buildings. Let's go live now to 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell outside the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice.
And Kim, you guys were evacuated from the building?
Yes, I was actually inside the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice when the power went out. It was about 1:15 in the afternoon. I was covering the preliminary exam of Bob Bashara. He is the Grosse Pointe Park man accused of murdering his wife, Jane, so he could start a new life with his mistress, Rachel Gillette, allegedly. Now, Rachel Gillette had just taken the stand, started to testify, and suddenly, lights out. As you can see, our camera was rolling. The building was evacuated. Deputies helped the disabled down the stairs, and court closed for the day. Now, this is going to delay cases at a court that already had to cancel hearings this week. You'll remember on Monday, an inmate stabbed a deputy and escaped here, forcing them to close. I spoke to one person who says he came to the court Monday and couldn't get his business done then, and then he came here today just by chance.
We came down here to take care of some business. We had no idea that the power was gone, you know, from the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice.
Now, he says that he believes this building is jinxed, but you know what? Here's what you do if you were impacted by this closure. They're telling you to go online to their website, to the circuit court's website, and check for updates. I'm reading the update right now, and they say right now it's canceled, and they'll give you an update as to what to do. I did speak to an official with the court, though, who says they do expect it to be business as usual tomorrow, and if your case was canceled today, call and find out what's going on. Reporting live downtown, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
All right, thanks a lot, Kim. Now, the outage also affecting staff and students at Wayne State University, and that's where we find 7 Action News reporter Ronnie Dahl.
Yeah, Ronnie, the outage there caused a little bit of a chaos in the Midtown area?
Yeah, it sure did. You know, right now the campus is pretty much cleared out, but when the power went out, some students were actually in the middle of class. Other students were on their way to class, including one student that became trapped.
I screamed. I yelled, I cried.
It was Dana Linehan's worst nightmare, and Tuesday afternoon she was living it when nearly half of Wayne State University was knocked off the grid and plunged into darkness. Dana was on the elevator in the parking garage at the time. A passerby heard her screams.
Begged him not to go because it was just, like I said, it was pitch dark. We opened it up just a crack so that I could get some air in because it's so hot.
While Dana was trapped in the elevator, other students found themselves stuck in dark classrooms.
The reserve lights started going off one by one, so it'd like snap off, and then we're like, oh, and then like another one, and eventually it was pitch black, and she kept lecturing.
Well, at first the emergency lights were on, and then towards the last like 20-30 minutes they were off, so we used our like phones for flashlights.
So the power is still out to a portion of the Wayne State University main campus buildings. You can see they are directing traffic here on the corner. The classes have been canceled just for the main campus here in downtown Detroit for the remainder of the night. They hope to be back up and running tomorrow. For now, we are live in downtown Detroit. Ronnie Dahl, 7 Action News. Back to you.
Well, they say it could come back on any minute. Of course, we'll let you know when it happens.